What is basketball about for you?
I don't understand why we have so many bad habits that we have to reach and we have to do this stuff. It loses basketball games. I love to win at everything I do, every single time I wake up in the morning. But give me this time, this little bit of time here on this floor. I love this too much. So if you're not there, you will never understand how I am or how I think.
And me, I love basketball. Like, that's my outlet. That's my go-to.
Box out and rebound.
We know what we're capable of. We know what we can do on the floor, so we're just stick to it.
So it's one of those things where we know what our issues are. We've found a way to score the basketball, and when you have a 22-point lead, you just have to defend and rebound, and technically, you should win the game.
I know I'm gonna get a ring one of these years, whether it's this year, next year, or my last year.
I started playing when I was 10 years old on an all-boys team.
It's a new season, like we talked about earlier, and I have to up my ante. They need to understand, I'm not new anymore.
Tall lineup and long lineup out there for William and Mary right now. Deep three from Rivera. That is good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome to see what she's been able to do in year one. Laura is hard on herself, and I think if you asked her the same question, she'd probably give you a much more critical answer.
And we are underway at the bottom as Towson will start on offense.
Can we talk about both of these teams?
This is our gym. We are shooters. We are in the best shape. We are in a good spot for us, okay? So you lock in, get your mind set and ready.
Shoots over Fulmore, off the mark, out of bounds. That's the ball game. Tigers survive. They sweep the Blue Hens 67-65 here at home.
I promise you, they cannot guard us downhill. We will kill them in transition. They cannot match up with us. If you get out of your head, get out of your personal results, the team results will follow. I promise you.
Since we won tonight, if A&T goes to Drexel and wins, and we win, we will finish with a tie for the first place in the championship regular season.
We were champions, and after everything we went through, to say at the end of the year, no one can take that trophy away from us.
The time has come. After 29 games, 13 road trips, and months of anticipation, the climax of Towson's season is here. All 13 teams have traveled to Towson for the CAA Conference Tournament. Over 5 days, 12 games will take place on the court at CQ, each eliminating one of the teams until the championship game on Sunday. The atmosphere is different on tournament week. The excitement is real. Schools from 9 different states from all over the East coming together for a week of the sport they love. It is the week everyone looks forward to all season long. Every game played up until this point is just a memory. Now it's time to perform. Towson have secured the #1 seed for the first time in their history after a record-breaking campaign in the regular season. Themselves, alongside Drexel, are the favorites to win the championship. Towson will play the winner of the 7th and 9th seed game, which is Delaware versus Hampton. Hampton take the victory and now progress to face Towson. Back-to-back game days are always a disadvantage, so the girls are confident that with focused preparation, they'll be able to progress to the Final Four.
When the tournament came, I kind of locked in, got in this mode, just killer mode basically.
I felt like we made a run kind of right before playoffs had started. We had a lot of momentum going into playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like towards the end we really started to trust each other and come together.
Obviously, in the beginning of the year, I think we were picked 5th or something, so we kind of had a chip on our shoulder.
I thought it was interesting that we were 5th with a couple first place votes. I've never seen that happen before, but ultimately it was just motivation. It just forced and pressured me to want to work harder.
So we kind of hit that little bit of a run before playoffs. I feel like the momentum was high, and definitely going into the playoffs as well. Just seeing everybody in our gym.
It was kind of cool to see, our whole conference was kind of in one place.
Just kind of makes everything more intense.
We really wanted to protect the home court.
I'd probably say I had nerves, but once the game got started, it kind of all went away. I felt good. I was excited.
If you don't have a great foundation, you can't really build a culture. And I feel like energy, attitude, effort, communication are all things that great programs have.
I just remember I always loved warm-ups. I just feel like that's when all the energy kind of builds up, and then for the start of the game, so.
You just got to be locked in, and I feel like our team has been.
In January, Towson beat Hampton by 39 points at home, their biggest win margin of the season, but proceeded to lose their game there on the road. The Lady Pirates' victory in February, coupled with the underdog victory against Delaware yesterday, will give them confidence for this game. But Towson are fresh and fired up.
A member of the first team All-CAA from Towson University, number 15, Killip. And now the Defensive Player of the Year, Killip.
Drexel play after Towson against 8th place Monmouth in their first ever CAA tournament. Coach Harper starts Quinn, Sky, Pat, Lex, and Kylie, and the Tigers kick off their postseason campaign.
Thought about a three, now puts it on the floor. Gets another screen. Here's Reeves on the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. Van Arsdale for three. Trains it home.
By Wilkes on full bore.
And Arsdale, a little circus lay in to get it to go, and it's Hampton by 2.
After 10 minutes, the scores are tight and the Tigers are down 2, but Towson are playing aggressive, and it seems only a matter of time before they move into the lead.
Rivera looks for another three, rattles it in!
Goodness!
Back-to-back threes for Rivera. It's 26-22 Towson.
Towson shoots 6 for 6 to start the second, to fire themselves ahead. Hampton are fouling to try to control their leaking defense. But perfect shooting from Towson's guards sees them shoot 24 points in the second quarter. With the game in their hands, the confidence starts to flow.
but let's be real. This has happened to us before. And this is a game that plays really well in the second half. They're up 15, up 17 to Delaware and come back and win. So the bullshit of, oh my gosh, we don't know that this happens to this team. They have another bunch of runs in them, and we owe them. And we have to stay composed, and we have to stay disciplined, and we have to keep our heads on our head and not buy into their bullshit. This is our first game. Go ahead.
For the post, she wants to go baseline. Baseline is basically another defender, so don't just guide her to the reverse lane. Pitch her fall on the line, make her go out of bounds.
Yeah, great point. We've got 20 more minutes to get closer to our goal. That last 20 is over. It doesn't matter. We feel nothing. It's 0-0, and we're trying to win another half of basketball. Here we go, y'all.
Into Evans, 6 on the shot clock. Rivera loads up for a 3. Bang! Corner 3, India Johnston knocks it down. Towson continues to slow things down. 12 on the shot clock. Rivera again has a clean lane and lays it up and in. Another great assist from CAA Johnson. Bednar from the corner for 3.
When it rains, it pours, and right now, everything going the way of the Towson Tigers.
The Tigers march on, one win down.
Who we're gonna play. 11 players scored today, y'all. Clap that shit up. It's about us in the soccer room. You guys lock in and stay focused to what we're doing. Great job today, y'all. Great job. Great team win. We're gonna do one more time. Surviving the big. Hey, together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. Of course, first of all, just so proud of our team and our fight and how we came prepared to play today.
Were you looking forward to this matchup? Did you want this matchup?
Most definitely. This was definitely a get-back win. The whole team wanted it, so I think we all just came out and played hard.
Again, I usually tell them 24-hour rule to enjoy, but we switched it to one-game rule to enjoy this game. It means nothing after that. And now it's let's keep watching William & Mary. Let's keep watching Hofstra. Hofstra's the game that got us at the buzzer, probably one of the biggest heartbreaks of the season. So we're going to be ready with both of those games, and it's all about the preparation.
Tournament season means game after game after game. This is a prime reason why gaining a top seed in the regular season can be instrumental in a team's success during the conference tournament. For newcomers Monmouth, however, 2 games in 2 days hasn't fazed them, as they dispatched Drexel, sending the number 2 seed and the league MVP home in their first game. With Drexel out of the equation, Towson are now the outright favorites to win the prize on Sunday.
Obviously, we started Hampton. Our point production that game was probably the best offensive output we've put out the entire year.
We realized that we're capable when we put our mind to it to beat any team, and when we're focused. It's not really much teams that pose a threat. So I think that was a big turning point for us, me personally.
Our team was confident even going into William & Mary, but we know how challenging William & Mary is. For some reason, we always start out in a deficit.
What would you say to your teammates as you guys approach this next game?
I would just say stay focused and just stay confident in what you do, and we all have each other's backs at the end of the day.
I believe that we're pretty locked in as a team, with the coaches, staff, us as a whole, with my team and my teammates.
She's just like a hard-working coach that just wants us to win, and we want to win too. So.
Final Four Day. Today, Towson faced William & Mary, who came into the week as a number 4 seed. The Tigers' win in Williamsburg 3 weeks ago turned out to be a defining moment in the season for Towson. Without it, they would have been seeded 5th, missing out on a double bye into the quarterfinals. NCAT felt the brunt of this, losing to the 12th spot Hofstra, who then went on to lose to William & Mary. The seedings have ultimately brought the two teams face-to-face for one last time this season. Win today, and they'll be within touching distance of the championship.
Do y'all remember what got us back into the game at William & Mary? What did we do? Because we were down 13-14 at one point. What changed? Defense. Yo, we finally started to defend the three-point line. So when I say our defense is our best offense, our depth in our defense is what our best. We're going to send Ryan. We're going to send Mariah. We're going to send Sky. We're going to send Les. We're going to send Pat. They don't have enough guards to outmatch all of us. And y'all got to trust that. You got to trust in our defense. Y'all got to realize defense wins championships. Who can get double-figure rebounds? We need that offensively and defensively. What we built is special. And there's a lot of people out there that don't want us to succeed. They might even be at the game. So y'all got to lock in to defending what we got. Defending this locker room. Defending the three-point line. Defending everything we worked all 30 games to get to this point. Because we got one goal on the mind, and that's get to the championship game. Here we go, y'all.
Inside for Wagner, quick floater is good. 4-0 drive. Handoff to Frisbee Smith, 18 on the shot clock. Throws to Bellamy at the foul line. Bellamy, Wagner cutting, wide open, backdoor, lays it up and in.
Well, they were in the first.
Wagner, a deep three, drain it!
Are you kidding me, Sydney?
For Fulmore, 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Steal by Cornegay Lucas, lays it up and in.
We got to take care of the ball. That first quarter's over. Take care of the ball.
And I think you can credit the William & Mary defense for that.
Cornegay Lucas drives, lays it up and in. Towson trails by 1. Wagner at the foul line. Fires. Hits it. 28-17. Wagner up to 17 points. She matches Towson herself.
Towson spent much of the first half behind. Sydney Wagner has 19 points at halftime. Something has to change.
Towson an opportunity for a big run to end the first half.
Fires a 2 at the buzzer and she knocks it down. 32-24. They are going to check it.
She has 19 out of 32 of their points. 19, okay? She had an amazing half. She can't keep that shit up. We are going to be fine. But we got to play our asses off to close this gap some. We have to. We have to. Okay? They shot a hell of a game. We played our worst offensive half of the year. Y'all, you're going to have to fight. We didn't come this far to let an 8-point lead make us start second-guessing ourselves. That's not what we worked for. They played a great half. We've got to play a better one. Y'all stay together. Bring it in. Let's go.
Let's go, White.
Flip to Anumba, spots up for a 3, knocks it down! You see the pressure coming from Towson now in that backcourt. McKeska dribbles off her leg. They gotta get it over. Williams, the steal, puts it up, puts it in!
It pays off. Casey trying to get around Williams. That is easier said than done.
McKeska open for 3, knocks it down!
Oh my goodness. You would think this is a championship game right now, the way that these two teams are answering, going back and forth. The comeback from Towson.
Cornegay Lucas answers with a 3 of her own.
Throughout the third, Towson began to slowly close the gap. With 7 seconds left in the quarter, Quinn ties things up.
Around Bellamy, double team comes, 5 on the shot clock. Nelson, 4 on the shot clock. Nelson driving, floater up, floater no good. Rebound, Fulmore up and in for time.
I'm telling you, she's a second half player.
Who is the tougher team right here? I believe it's not. Y'all gotta look everybody in the face and be like, there's nothing left.
With the momentum on their side and a spot in tomorrow's final at stake, the whole game comes down to the last 10 minutes.
Coach Harper so animated. She said, I believe in us. She told him, work the boards, and then she pointed to her mind and she said, stay here. And I'll tell you what, she got nose to nose with Fulmore.
Towson hold a 1-point lead with 5 minutes left.
Kick out to Johnson, pulls the trigger on a 3. Bang! Kick out, Wagner, corner 3. That is good. Fulmore spins to her left, puts it up, puts it in, and 1.
Quinn's gonna make her free throw, okay? Now we gotta take part. Control the paint. They're setting a lot of things. We gotta go over them.
Cornegay Lucas now throws into the corner. Nelson back outside. Cornegay Lucas 2 on the shot clock. Nelson, corner 3 is good.
That is massive. Get an opportunity. Casey, nobody gets back down.
Fulmore, another and 1 layup. And Quinn Fulmore off the feed from Cornegay Lucas has CQ Arena rocking right now.
have to give everything we have, y'all. There's one more. We didn't come this far. We did not come this far to fall short. Y'all enjoy this for one game. Let us do our job as a staff, and we will be ready tomorrow. Hey, me and Kylie, we have media. You guys have ice baths. We got to lock and load. It's a championship tomorrow. Let's get this.
What quarter was the difference? Talk about the way your team did well to get this victory today.
For sure. We'll just start with Kylie Cornegay-Lucas. Remember the name, know who she is, know what she is for us. I think when we talk about our team, our toughness, our motor, Kylie knows what she has to do for us to win games like this.
We talked about it in halftime, how defense and rebounding is the most important right now. It's going to get us back in the game. So I just came out with the mindset, like, I need to go for every ball.
You know, Sky is our silent assassin. She's always there exactly when we need her. And that bucket was just something that was so big for us, propelling us into the second half. Of course, India Johnston is a 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Delaware. She's been to the state championship multiple times. She knows how to play on this stage. She's just a freshman that's playing with some 20, 21, 22, and 23-year-olds. And I saw how she was today in shoot-around. She was locked in. She was hitting shots. We knew we needed her, and she was truly ready to go. Playing a team 3 times in one season is just so challenging, and every single time they have us on our heels. And I mean, I'm just so proud of the fight and the push and the belief that each and every single person on our team had in ourselves today.
The final awaits.
So this season has been a whirlwind. You know, you really have to be on your game, mentally, physically.
I think I credit them, their drive. I credit, our staff, and just making sure that they know the importance of this time, the importance of the history that they've already made. And
semis was really exciting, and leading up to the championship game, I think, I was just so excited of the possibility of
winning the conference would be pretty special. So,
and then kind of rewinding a little bit back in history, a few years ago when Towson won the CAA tournament, without a bench player like Danny Durjan, they don't win that tournament. Certainly, we talk about Kylie, we talk about Quinn, we've been talking about Pat Anumba, who's coming off a co-player of the week. Who's that player that maybe we don't talk about very often that is going to come through, or you're looking to come through?
Peanut and Ryan, I think they're seniors. They've been here. They've also had a championship taken from them. I'm hoping that they're able to bring it. And, as of late, we've really gone to Mariah Wilson a lot. She brings a lot of energy. Every time she comes in, something good happens. She's such a positive presence for us. And, India Johnston won a state championship multiple times in high school. So she had a great day today. She's been on the stage. She craves these moments. Our team is so balanced, and I think we have so many options and weapons.
It's like all the work you put in the whole season is coming down to this game this week, but I feel like we're ready and we're prepared as a team.
You mentioned earlier your experience as a player playing in the NCAA tournament, conference tournament, certainly. How do you keep them focused? Look, this #1 seed means nothing. What's the best piece of advice you can give them?
Just keep playing through everything, all adversity. I think for us as a staff, however, taking the pressure off of them, eliminating that. This is fun. We've worked for this, and I think that's the best piece of advice for me. The energy carries you through it all. I'm going to try my best to do the same for them. All right, Championship Sunday. I hope I don't have to get you guys excited. I hope that you guys are already there. These kids have been shooting the shit out of the ball on another level. Be ready for these shooters. #1 key of this game is guarding the 3-point line. So y'all gotta be locked in. Both of these games, we've had 40+ rebounds. We have been the aggressors. Y'all, that is the difference between winning and losing. I promise you that. This is a great team where they get the rebound, and what do they look to do? Kick out for threes. So if we don't get the rebounds, they're kicking out for threes in our face. They are comfortable. They are too comfortable in this gym. And what a lot of teams have done? Look them off. And somebody told me once before, a really wise person, there's 2 different types of people. Victims and victors, right? So victims are the ones that always have an excuse of why something happened. Always say, she did this to me, oh, she fouled me. Every victim has a reason of why they were not victorious. But victors, they do it. They make action. They take reason. They just do it. They act. They don't necessarily need to speak. They just are there every single time because they're victorious and they know how to win because they prepare to it. They work to it. They will to it. Because the victims, they don't want to do the work. But I'm here to tell y'all that we've worked our asses off for this moment. And you know what? I told you, Quinn, this is our story as a team. Don't want to put our freshmen on all-freshman team? Guess what? Is there a freshman in this game today? Is there a freshman in the championship game today, India? Is there a freshman other than on all-conference team? Is there a freshman that made it, that's in the championship game, that made 2 biggest shots to put us into this game? Are they here? Don't want to pick Peanut to be 6th man of the year. She's home to the house. Crazy to me. And you know what I gotta say? This is our story. Y'all don't want to write our story this way? That's fine. You write yours, we will write ours. Don't want to recognize anybody on this team other than Kylie. Are you serious? We are #1 overall seed. We have already made history. I am tired
of hearing what people think, what was last year, why we shouldn't win. We wrote this story in this locker room for us. Nobody else. What we've done together in 32 games is unheard of. We've got 40 minutes to give everything we got. We can be a 32 out of 355 automatic bids to get to an NCAA tournament. But what you can't do, you can't be tired. What you can't do, you can't have an excuse. What you can't do, you can't say anything other than, got it. We got it done. Our huddles are tighter. We're more physical. We're running after them. We are here to punch them in the mouth. From the start, we are stronger. We are faster. We are better. We are stronger. We are faster. We are better. Y'all gotta believe it. Because this is our story to write. Those are our nets to cut down. This is our championship to get. Let's go.
The season all comes down to this. In Towson's way, newcomers Monmouth, but no team should be overlooked in this league. On their route to the final, Monmouth have beaten Charleston, Drexel, and Northeastern by convincing margins. Monmouth are peaking at the right time and are more than capable of putting on a title-winning performance. But Towson have earned their spot too. 13 conference wins, also winning by big margins in their tournament games. Monmouth's experience will be their biggest strength, but Towson have a bench that are ready to step up when fatigue sets in. Towson enter as favorites, but anyone who loves this game knows it's never that simple.
Towson in the white, Monmouth in the navy. What are you watching for in this title game?
Well, one of the big things, this Monmouth team, they are such sharp shooters. And early on, they're going to have to establish their three-point shooting.
They do, with Tinsley knocking down the three.
Everywhere on the floor. Meanwhile, Towson, early on, not finding their shots.
And what a start for the Hawks. Vanderhoek with a triple. Timeout, Towson.
She's another big factor today for the Hawks.
The Hawks shooting strong all throughout this tournament. And there's Marsicana.
But she does it in a way that it really makes them respond.
That's a catch and shoot three. A number.
And Monmouth has had that scoring depth. Bell Cramble, who had a season-high 12 points yesterday, stepping up at the right time. That's a good play.
By Evans. Towson predicating on their defense. Because they can turn it into shots like that. CAA Lucas.
She's so savvy. Approach that flows down to these players. They really, really buy in. Everything that she says.
Vanderhoek cannot miss. Already 14 points for Ariana Vanderhoek.
She has been clutch all game long. I think she's been the X factor.
Oh, and now a steal. Rivera. And one. The Tigers have arrived to this championship too. Top seed, transition opportunity, the Tigers catch in, it's Nelson with her second trifecta.
But deflating that they turn the ball over.
Tinsley with 5 on the timer, Tinsley, hit that from the Jersey Shore, oh my!
Yeah, energy in the game. Score, stop, score, stop, score, stop. Come on, score, stop.
Down 10 on the board. How? Rebound! Y'all want to give this shit to them? No. Because now you got to put yourself in the position where you got to take it. Down 10 on the board. No excuse for down 10 on the board. That made a shit ton of shots. But down 10 on the boards, y'all expect to get a championship being down 10 on the boards? They are there. Y'all, we can still do this. They're going to get tired. We have done this before. We've been here before. But we've got to go ready and come here. One thing I can tell you to do, you have to defend and you have to rebound. 6 threes in the first half. 6! Can't happen. I told you. What are the keys to the game? Defend the three-point line. That's 18 points. I don't have an ounce of doubt that we can still get this done. But it's not. It's one possession at a time. We have to be the tougher team. 20 minutes. Y'all got to find another gear so that we can raise up here. It's one possession at a time, y'all. So y'all got to figure out how to be mentally tough when we leave this locker room. How to be mentally tough as a team and how to be mentally tough as an individual. Because y'all got some work to do. But we've done it before. We've been here before. We've got this crowd that wants to be on our back. Let them be our 6th men. We don't have to start forcing shots. Run things. Attack them. We will get open looks. Y'all got to be telling yourself good things. We got 7 minutes to get ourselves together, y'all. 7 minutes. It's 10 points. Next bucket is 8. It's single digits. When we see single digits, that's when we attack, y'all. We can do this. Bring it in. Here we go.
What Alexia Nelson is doing, just putting the ball on the floor.
And there's Cornegay Lucas. She was the one who got them going yesterday on the comeback. They turn it over. They're 6th.
And right now they don't have Cornegay Lucas on the floor, so they're going to have some of those other players step up.
There's a triple. Arsicano with her 3rd.
For Enumba, who has given everything she has so far in this contest.
Paul, oh my!
Hey, keep working hard. We are okay. And you know, y'all, 3, 2, 1.
Place team and 11 league victories. It was really a year of parity in this conference. Monmouth as a 7th place team looking to shock everybody, and they're doing it. Tinsley with 16 points.
And they come out every single game and been ready to go. They have shown that they believe in themselves, and they've made everyone else believe in the Monmouth Hawks.
The exclamation point by the do-it-all Cramble.
Willing to be the hero this week.
Look at Cramble go! And 1! The Hawks can taste it!
The Hawks go to the championship game. The Monmouth Hawks skating the Towson Tigers Superfly.
They beat us. They were the better team. But it doesn't take away from the shit that y'all did this year. Y'all still made history. This is a hard locker room to be in. Trust me. It's hard. This was disappointing. This sucked. This sucked. But they were the more disciplined team today. They were very well coached. They were disciplined. I don't think they wanted it more than us. They just did what they did better than we did. And they stayed together and we fell apart. And that's just the name of the game. So
We always bring it in one more time. Here we go. Yo, together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
A devastating end. Monmouth brought their A game. They will head to the NCAA tournament. With the season having come to an end, reflecting on the year can be tough.
Hosting the tournament was really exciting. I think we also put a lot of pressure on ourselves. But our team was ready. It's the most focused and most locked in I've ever seen this team, which I loved. I felt confident just standing alongside behind them. So, the third game, championship day, I truly believe Monmouth was playing out of their minds at that point, and credit them, credit Coach Bogus, and all their seniors played like they were seniors and that they were ready to go to the NCAA tournament, which they did.
It sucked. It was probably like the worst feeling of the season, honestly. It sucked. Definitely a game I didn't want to lose, but I wanted to be, even if we did lose, I wanted it to be closer, like a closer game at least. The blowout kind of definitely hurt, but like I said, it's just a learning lesson, and just we got to improve on the areas of improvement and just be better for next season.
Leading up to the championship game, I think, I was just so excited of like the possibility of like how amazing it would have been if we would have won. Like just, I think that's what really got me motivated, was just how cool that would be. And I mean, we already made history, doing other things, but I think that would have been like obviously the cherry on top.
Mm-hmm. It does stick with me. I'll say I've always been that way, because I'm a very emotional player at times. Like I play with so much passion, I feel like, so I just take every game serious, and I love basketball, so losing is not something that I'm too fond of. So.
But there's plenty to be proud of.
I never thought we were going to be first place. I really truly take each game individually, and I coach each game to win, and I believe that we can win each game. I think there were just so many challenges in building our culture, and that was where my mind always was, of just how can we get better here? What am I missing? I think this whole year I was challenged in different ways. So going into the conference, I just knew that we lost too many games in my mind. But I also knew that we were a very resilient bench. There aren't many times where we lost 2 or 3 games in a row. That never happened. We really were able to bounce back and learn from our losses.
We definitely got to our highest, because I feel like there was a lot of like people preying on like our downfall, and like just since we lost players, new coach, like people didn't really think like, oh, we rebuilding the program type time, so they didn't really like believe in us. So I feel like we proved a lot of people wrong last season with like just coming first in our conference and even getting all the way to the championship game. Like I really don't think nobody believed in us except us, for real. So I feel like we accomplished pretty much everything we wanted to, except winning the chip. So I feel like for this season, it's just getting back to the chip and bringing it home, really.
But I learned a lot. I learned how to push through a lot of things mentally. I learned a lot from like my teammates that were like juniors and seniors at the time. Gave me a lot of advice.
I definitely want to shout out my roommates, Lex and Ty. I feel like they've grown so much. Ty has grown so much. I used to be so frustrated with Ty because she's so big. Her hands would be down here. She wouldn't be big. We needed her to be a presence in the paint. And her big ass is starting to do that now. And I feel like it's helping us a lot, And she's just been great for us lately. And coming in for Quinn and bringing the same type of intensity and energy is great, and that's what we need.
Quinn always running the floor. Ty started becoming better towards the end. She really improved her game. And yeah, I just feel like me overall, I just improved as a person, calmed down. So I feel like that was a real big thing for me this season, was to calm down and just let things flow.
And also Lex just leading the team and being a great facilitator, being a great point guard leader on the floor, closing out games for us, stuff like that. I feel like they've grown phenomenal. And they're gonna continue to grow throughout the season, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the year and the year after that has in store for them and the rest of the team.
Achieving the #1 seed for the very first time, all conference first team picks, 2 tournament wins, and the opportunity to play a championship game in front of their home crowd. Coach Harp is the first coach in program history to achieve 20 wins in their first season, 20 wins being an achievement only accomplished 3 times before in the last 56 years. It was a great year for players too. Kylie, Defensive Player of the Year. Peanut surpassing 1,000 points. Great debut seasons for freshmen India and Gabby. Quinn has made huge improvements under the bucket, and new signings Pat and Lex have molded into the team over the course of the season. A championship win would have wrapped up an amazing record-breaking season for the program, but to ignore the progress and achievement of the 31 games prior would be to undermine the effort, commitment, and love that the players, coaches, and supporting staff put in every single day. The sport as a whole has come leaps and bounds this season. Towson aren't the only team that found success. Across the United States and around the world, women's basketball is at an all-time high, with participation and spectator demand continuing to rise. 2023's national championship game between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Louisiana State Tigers peaked at 12.6 million concurrent viewers, over double the amount of the 2022 game. Across all sports, it is said that character is number 1 and talent is number 2. Character means the passion, the ambition, and the resilience. But the love of the game is the most important quality that can drive a team.
We're at Towson University. The Tigers women's basketball team has
hired its new head coach, and she doesn't have to move very far for work.
Laura Harper, head coach of Towson University women's basketball. How's that feel?
It still feels like a dream.
We are thrilled and excited to start a new era of Towson women's basketball.
Towson is a championship caliber program, and anyone would be honored to lead what you guys have instilled. There are not enough words that you can put together when you talk about joining a championship program. That's what this is here. I have learned a long time ago that the discipline and the work is what wins, right? The work always wins. Winning always takes work. There's no shortcut or easy answer for what that takes. And I know that I'm here to work. I'm eager. I want to be here. Everyone here is going to get my best shot every single day.
So first things first in a matchup, what do you have to do? We run. That's what we do. We run people out the gym. So sometimes it might look ugly, but you find a way to make it work. I don't think we can be stopped if we're disciplined. Who are you is how you present yourself, how you talk to people, how you play, how you come.
Back up to Cornegay Lucas, straightaway 3, bang!
So I continue to beg this team, give energy to someone else. Do not give negativity. Your energy has to be positive. That's optimistic. When you're nervous, give energy. People are gonna misplay it. People are gonna airball 3. People are gonna throw the ball over. So you gotta find a way to give yourself to your team. What we built is special, and there's a lot of people out there that don't want us to succeed. Victims are the ones that always have an excuse of why something happened. Always say, she did this to